All right, gang, welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody had a great day, and let's dive in right away. Let's take a look at the charts right away and see where we're at with gold. Let me go over this weekly time frame real quick. Let's mark these things up. Let me delete these lines and get the new levels on. All right, so we got our resistance level off the weekly all the way up here around 24.15, more or less, and we got our support here at 22.93ish, more or less. We tapped into it last week, but failed to break below, and now we're pumping up. Made this bottom wick, and now we're kind of trying to push back up, but I think we're still probably gonna come down and hopefully break below this level here. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at on the weekly time frame, right? So let's take a look at the daily. And then on the daily, we have our level up here. And we have this support level here. Now, as you see, we've come close to come down. We keep, testing this level here. So once we broke out here and pulled up to make this all-time high, we came back down to that level, but we keep rejecting. But we're making, we made this high, then we made a lower high, and more likely than not, we should see some sort of reversal here, unless we break above. If we break above this 2360 level, then that breaks that downtrend, and we should see a push up. You can see it clearer with the, let me mark this trend line here. So looking something like that. So yeah, we tapped into it here, and then now, we could see a push, maybe to 2340-ish, and then get the push now. But that's where we're at off the daily. Now coming down to the 4-hour, we do have some interesting levels here. So we have our high there. Let me zoom in a little bit better here, because I want to let's see. So yes, we have this high right here, and we're kind of in a range right now, and we have our lows down here, which is the current target if we do break. Or actually be down here. Yeah, so off the 4-hour, we're in this range. Look how we ranged here a lot. We had this nice breakout here before, but then came right back into that range. Then we broke below it, came right back into the range. So we're kind of ranging here. So it's either a break of the highs up here, or we're gonna break support down here, and that's kind of where we're at now. So I'm waiting to see if we get either a push down, or let me look at the 1-hour here. So we had this previous hour close. I mean, no bottom wick. This one came down, pushed down, then flipped up. Um, I think we could push up. What's the high here? 23.32. We might. I want to see if we push up a little bit more. If we come back and re-break these highs up here, well, I would have to wait and see. I want to see, but if we do start pushing down and we start closing bearish, then I might be looking for some sells here on the live stream. For my platform members, we are currently in a sell right around that 23.31 range. So I'll just hold off and wait on that. Let's see. Yeah, see how we're pushing up here a little bit. In the meantime, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Let's see. All right, so the NASDAQ didn't do much today. I mean, we did run up early in the day, broke above that level. Wow, making a push for the all-time highs here. Came and grabbed this wick up here. Yeah, so NASDAQ is trading high. I would say, yeah, that's the level there. It might still tap into that, but yeah, I would expect NASDAQ to, push back down. So let's see. I'll keep an eye on this here. We already got this wick fill here, so we could see some potential bearish movement to the downside on the NASDAQ. But let's be patient and wait on that. But I want to focus on gold here. Okay, so we had a previous 4-hour closed bearish there, but we came down to make a bottom wick first, and now we're pushing up. So we're gonna let this create this top wick here, and let's see if we can look for some entries. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking an entry right above about this level here, more or less. Off the 1 hour, I think that level is a little bit higher. Yeah. So I'll mark it off the 1 hour, which is at 23.38. So let's leave it there. Then go back to the 4 hours. That put us, right about these wicks here. So this will be the 1 hour resistance there. All right, gang. So let's be patient and wait. There's so many wicks. Look at all these wicks. So a wick, got a wick here. Look at all these wicks. I mean, wick on the top. So it's failing to break above, failing to break below. It makes the push, but then flips right back up. Pushes up, flips right back down. I mean, look at this massive wick. Came and tapped on there and drove all the way down. Oh yeah, we'll be patient and wait. But I do believe we're gonna come down. We might make a bit of another high up here. Maybe take out this previous 4 hour high, and then we can look for an entry there. let's see what we got here. Yeah, still waiting on a little bit here for some more movement. Gang, if you're joining in now, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and support the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if we're gonna have some entry, but we're just ranging here. Even off the 30-minute, look at this. Yeah, look at that 30-minute range. I mean, it's just consolidating. You know, it's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to break out from either one of these levels. I mean, we got clean range all the way down here, 22.90, 96, 95. If we break above, I mean, yeah, we're coming up to that 23.60, 23.65 range. So You see how we're flipping bullish here now. Just want to see how it reacts, if it's going to break that previous high and push up a little further, or are we just going to flip bearish and continue to push down. This 1 hour closure is going to be key here. Yeah, we've been ranging for a long time in this consolidation here. It's just been, you know, up and down. I mean, these are pretty decent moves. You know, catching them from the top to the bottom, you know, the highs to the low. So, yeah, it's been a pretty interesting range. But I'm waiting for the break. I mean, the break of this support level, we're gonna drop. We drop to that 22.90, 293 range. So these lows right here. We're probably coming down all the way down to this area. We have to break. Same thing if we break above. I mean, you know, coming up to the top here. Wait and see. Looking at the 30-minute, I just want to see how this candle is going to print. Then I'll shift over to the higher time frames. Yeah, gang, you see, so we're pushing down here. Let's wait for this candle to print here. It looks like it's gonna close bearish. 20 seconds left on this 30-minute. But there might be potential entries. Yeah, this is, well, let's see, 10 seconds. I'm gonna see if it closes bearish. I just want to see what the lows are here. We're gonna break the lows. I have a sell stop ready. So might flip. No. All right, so the 30-minute closed bearish here, right? What's this level? Yeah, it pulled up right away. That's probably the new 30-minute making a top wick. Yep. It's kind of just ranging right now, but I was hoping we'd get a bit of a push higher, maybe retest these levels up here, and then we can jump in on that sell. What do we have going on tomorrow? All right, so we have ISM Services PMI. That's tomorrow. That's at 10 a.m. And the FOMC meeting minutes as well at 2 p.m. All right, so we got something tomorrow. Some news that will move the market. We'll make a steeper top wick, but it's still good if we're coming down. I just want to see if I can get an entry, but I was hoping it would have been up here. But it looks like the market's just kind of ranging here, and I feel like it's just gonna tip over. And 4 hours getting ready to flip here. All right, let's see how this 1 hour closes here. Let's see if we can take out this wick low here. If we can see some bearish closure here off the 1 hour, might look for entries. You're starting to come down nicely. Yeah, I think we took out these lows over here as well. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, we just wicked below that. Yeah, I'll wait these next couple of minutes. First of all, if the 1 hour closes bearish, we have this bottom wick. I'm having a sell stop at the break of the lows, but I want to see how it closes first. It can either close with no bottom wick or come down, take out these lows here, and then flip bullish and then close. Yeah, I'm waiting for this 1 hour closure here, guys. Just want to see how this candle is going to print, being that these candles just, it's not much going on. We're kind of just ranging here. We came back and swept this wick low here and then just kind of pulled up, but I want to see how it closes. If depending how it closes, I'll have potential entries on the market, but if not, we'll probably just call it a night. Essentially, you know, the entry I would want gold to come run up, maybe retest the resistance level up here, you know, make a push up, and we can get an entry anywhere between 23.35, 23.37, catch a sell entry and drive and catch the drop back down here. But we might not get that tonight, or if it does happen, it could occur during the London session or a lot later tonight. We might get a run up and then the flip, but we'll see. This thing could start kind of curving downwards. You know, now we came up, formed this resistance level here. See how these wick rejections here off this resistance level, and then get the push down. So we had the last 4 wicks have been rejecting this resistance right here. We mark it up here, right there. So yeah, we have this minor resistance level that was formed here, and we've been rejecting here the last couple of hours. So this could be where, you know, we get that rejection and it's going to drive down, and again, right, okay, get the break of the lows here and get the drive down. But you know, there's still time left on this candle, and this 1 hour candle can still flip, re-break its own high, and close above this minus resistance level here. If that was to occur after making this bottom wick, sweeping this wick low here, and we flip bullish and close above this resistance, then we could assume that gold will attempt to make a tap up on this level here before flipping back down. Now that's what I see currently here, but we have to wait for the candle to print. So 14 minutes, gang. 14 minutes, and we'll know what we're gonna do. We have to wait. I hope everybody's enjoying their summer, man. The weather's been pretty good. Pretty good weather this summer here, and I hope you guys are enjoying it, man. Why not take the sell now? Well, you know, well, explain, like, what do you see? I mean, I'm not taking the sell now because I don't want to take this impulse entry. I'm waiting for confirmation. That's what I'm waiting for. Once I have a candle print and confirm, you know, basing it on these rejections off of this minor resistance here, you know, I might have a potential position to continue getting the drive down. But if this candle made this bottom wick and then flips bullish, even though it respects the range, if it closes bullish, that wouldn't be a good sign for me personally. Especially if it flips bullish and closes above this level here, then we would assume that would be a confirmation for this to probably continue to push up. But if we get a decent bearish closure, we have our bottom wick. Yeah, I'll have positions at the break of the lows. The daily closed bearish as well. Yeah, so the bearish candle here after tapping the resistance level here, flipped, right, and then closed bearish. So now we made a top wick on this new candle, and this, you know, it's possible that it can flip. You see the new daily made a top wick here, So now we can get the continuation down, but I'm gonna wait to see if we can re-break the daily lows here, which is the current 4-hour lows here, and it will be this 1-hour low here, which is this wick right here. So we have to wait and see. We'll wait these next 11 minutes, gang. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go grab something to drink, gang. I'll be right back, all right? I'll be back before this candle closes. All right, gang, I'm back. We got 3 minutes down to this candle closure here. Let's see. It's looking good for the sells here, but I'm gonna wait. All right. Yeah, we starting to curve down here. Yeah, even off the 5 minute, you see how it's kind of starting to come down. All right, we got a little under a minute here. Yeah, we already definitely took out these lows here. You know, I might be getting in off the rip, guys, here. Yeah, we got 25 seconds left, but I think the next candle might come up, make a bit of a top wick, and then I'll get in, take that wick entry. So if we make a top wick, I'm taking the sells here. There it is, just making that top wick there. There we go. And a little bit higher. There it goes. All right, gang, I'm in. I took a sell right there off that top wick. So let me just slide this over here. Oh, 0.47. Right, let me just set this up. Get my exact entry here. All right. All right, stops are going to be at the break of the previous 1 hour high. So I'll put down for spreads. I'll put it right up here on 2331.85. It's only about about 30 pip risk here, but then yeah, we're gonna see if we can catch the full range down to the bottom there. All right, we're in, gang. For those who took this sell with me on stream, let's see how it plays out. No, I'm actually gonna move this to 32. Yeah, I want to give it a little more room for spread, so not too much. Just give it an extra 2 pips here. That's it. Stops right above previous 1 hour highs, and we got in. We got in on the push up on the new candle, and then we'll get in. So let's see what happens. Now, once we made this top wick, once we flip and take out the previous 1 hour lows, we should see a drive down. Median here. All right. Just so you guys understand the play again, once we made this push up, we formed this minor resistance level here, and if you notice how all these candles rejected, try to push through, kept closing below this candle here. Once we had this pullback closing bearish, this candle pushed up, made a top wick, came down, closed bearish, taking out this wick low here. I said, okay, so once we get in, we'll jump in and then catch the flip down. And this is all based off the 1 hour time frame as well. Where did I put my stop? Well, my stop loss is at well, as far as price at 23.32. It's just above the previous 1 hour highs. It's a very low risk trade, about 20, what is it, 20, we got in here, yeah, 26 pips. So 26 pip stop loss, very short risk. And then this level here at 30 pips is where I'm taking partials, and then we hold the run down to range. So see, it came back up to tap into this resistance level here. Now is a matter of, is it going to break out above and take out the previous 1 hour highs? If it does that, we'll get stopped out and it's all good. But if we come in, tap in, we still respect this level, we should flip back down and take out the previous lows, and then it should drive down. If it breaks above, then we're out and we're good. Euro USD, I'll take a look at it while we're holding this trade here. Let me just run into it real quick. Let me analyze that for you real quick. What are we looking at? The euro dollar. All right, so we're what is it, on the 1 hour here? Let me get rid of this level here. All right, we have no top wick here, no bottom wick on this new 1 hour. This thing might come up, make a top wick. Let me look at this off. All right, the daily close bullish, huge rejection here. All right, for the Euro USD, let me just mark these levels and then we'll take a better look at it. So this is the current resistance level here in this range we're in on the Euro USD. It had gapped up, came down, filled the gap, might come back up. It's possible. This current 4 hour has no top wick, so we might get a flip up, create that top wick, probably grab this wick right here, and then get the flip down. So if I'm gonna trade Euro USD, I would wait for something like this, right? And then catch it on the way down. So I will wait to see once this 4 hour comes up, makes a top wick. You can either wait for the top wick, and on the flip, if it reflips bearish, you know, this previous 4 hour has no bottom wick here. So if this 4 hour comes up, makes a top wick, and then flips bearish and closes bearish, then I would say you can take the trade at the break of the, you know, that 4 hour low, drive it all the way down to the range. Or you can take a wick entry here as long as this level is respected here. You know, you can use the smaller time frames like the 1 hour. And if it comes up here and gets rejected and you get a bearish closure off resistance here, then I would take that celery play down, the onion play, I should say. So that's what I would do on Euro USD. 15-minute, let's see. Yeah, this 15-minute. Yeah, you're kind of forming this minor support here on that 15-minute time frame, pushed up. If this 15-minute, after making this top wick, if this thing flips and re-breaks the lows here, I would have a sell entry here off the 15-minute time frame, right at the break of that 15-minute low. So yeah, that's how I'll play that. Or is this thing gonna push up and retest the highs, grab these wicks up here, and then get the flip down? So that's how I would look at the 15-minute. All right, so we're in drawdown on the gold trade, but we're in drawdown. We're in drawdown 6 pips. It's not much, 7 pips more or less. Now, when you see how we came up and tapped right into that level, again, these candles were all respecting this level here. That's the reason for the trade. I waited for a bit of a push up. Once this candle closed, we got our entry here off the rip and pushed up to tap the level. But again, very small risk. Once it re-breaks this previous 1 hour highs and we get stopped out, it's all good. As long as you didn't over leverage. I mean, of course, if your lot sizes are too big for your account, that's on you. But the risk reward is very good on this trade, and the playbook setup was there. And again, we're taking it off. This candle took out this wick low here. Again, coming off these rejections as well. Now we came up, tapped right into that level, and we should see a flip. If we flip, right? If we don't come up and get stopped out, if we flip and re-break and take out the previous 1 hour lows, we should see a continuation to the downside. It's all a matter of being patient, letting the trade play out. Win or lose, you got to know you did the right thing. You waited for your setup, the highest probability of a win, and you execute. You can't be afraid to take a loss. As long as you manage your risk and you use proper lot sizes, and don't over leverage and stuff like that, you should be fine. If you're a trader, you got to understand you're not going to win every trade. You're not going to lose every trade that you take either. So, but you can't be afraid to execute. But make sure you execute based on your game plan, based on your strategy. If you see your strategy play out and then the candles print and you understand what you're looking at on the chart as far as price action, then you execute your trade and you live with the results. At the end of the day, you did the right thing. So right now we're just waiting for the trade to go in profit. Right now we're in drawdown 2 pips. So very small drawdown at the moment. Let's see what happens. What we're waiting for those, if you're in the trade or if you're looking, you're watching the stream, we're just waiting for this candle, make the top wick. Now we flip. If we break the previous 1 hour lows, that's when we should expect this thing to continue to drive down. All right, candle's looking to flip bearish. Let's see if it flips bearish and takes out the previous lows. We should be good to go. What level is this? Yeah, we'll be up about 14 pips at the break of the low. So yeah, if we flip, once we take out the previous 1 hour lows, I'll go break even. Eliminate risk immediately on the trade, and we should be good. And that's how you manage risk, gang. That's how you do it. It's sometimes, if the market only gives you 10 pips, then you take your 10 pips and call it a night. Sometimes, we get some volume to come in and we get a nice drive down, maybe halfway down the range, or we get these 30 pips and take our partials here. So depending how I see the market moving and candles printing, I'll make a decision. But at the end of the day, you manage your risk by protecting your capital, by protecting your money. Once your game plan sets up and it gets executed here, in the sense of, like, again, we're waiting for the previous 1 hour lows to get broken. Once we flip and take that low out, we should be up 14, 15 pips. You go break even at that point. There we go. So we're currently in profit now. All right, it's coming down. We're in profit about 2 pips. Oh, yeah, we're right around break even at this point. Are we gonna flip? This is gonna flip bearish or not? All right, there we go. Zoom in a little bit. All right, so we flip bearish. Let's see if we're gonna take out the lows now. Our moving stops to break even when we tap into the lows here. All right, now we're driving, guys. You see that? Let's see, we're gonna take out the lows. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, I'm going break even here. Let me make that adjustment. We just took out the previous 1 hour lows. As you can see, we're up about, we're gonna flip back up. All right, we're risk-free either way, so. But let's see, we get a push down. Like I said, once we take out the previous lows, we should see a continuation down. Hopefully we won't get tapped at break even here, but again, risk management. We don't need to take that chance. Once we got the flip, there's no reason for this candle to come back up and re-break its own high once we've already flipped bearish. But it can happen, but the candle has no business doing that. So we'll wait and see. If we get tapped out at break even, we're good. But if we get this drive now after the re-break of the lows here, we should see a continuation to the downside. But we're already break even, and we're currently up 20 pips. 15 pips. 15 pips at the moment. That's a W, chat. W. If you're on stream and you took this trade with me, type a W in the chat. Type a W for the win. And again, W on risk management as well. And again, these things happen fast. For those who are maybe new to the game, when you trade, sometimes, if your initial stop loss was set up here, we had it at the top of just above the previous 1 hour highs. Once your trade is in motion and you're in profit, it's crucial that you adjust your stop loss. You can trail it, maybe lower your risk, maybe bring it down halfway, or bring it down to at the top of the current candle highs if you want, depending how you want to continue holding the trade. But in this case, I chose to go break even when we were at 15 pips. If we drive, we drive. If we don't, it's all good. These trades, these things come with experience. What I want to explain to you is why take the trade. I could have closed at 15 pips. We go break even, we eliminate risk on this trade because this candle could push back up and then reflip, but it'll take time to develop. But once we take out the lows here, 85% of the time we're going to get a continuation to the downside. So now we hold. But it's why take the trade? You have to understand, you can't just jump in the market just because you see a red candle or a green candle. What am I watching? This trade took or at least the setup took about 4 hours to develop, and there's all the wick rejections here, this minor resistance level, the bearish closure on the daily as well. So the bias is bearish on gold. So we're in this range. We have an opportunity to catch a drive to the downside. So I made my move. Once this candle closed, gave us a little bit of a push up, and we jumped in immediately. So we wait now. We very well might see this candle drive down once it already rebroke the previous lows. Let me delete this line here because that was just to let me know when I was gonna go break even. If you come on stream with me night after night, you're gonna start understanding. You're gonna start learning how to look for your entries. How to understand price action, where the support and resistance levels are. It's all a matter of time, but you have to be on it day in and day out. You're gonna understand why the break of the lows, or why the wick entries, or why put the stop loss here, and not all the way up here. And so there's a lot of questions, and every trader is different. I know traders that would have taken the same setup and their stop loss would have been at the top of the range here because they're willing to risk more. It all depends how excuse me. It all depends how much you're willing to risk, and you know, your balance, the lot size you're using. I mean, so many things play in. But I like to trade where the risk reward is worth taking the trade. So a lot of times I don't like to take too much of a risk, uh, depending on the session, depending on the volume. I mean, man, so many factors. Tonight we're trading the Asia session, and I chose to put the stops at the top of the previous 1 hour lows because we're taking this trade off the 1 hour time frame. So that was the choice I made. Why? Because this wick was right above this minor resistance. If we come back and take out the highs here, more likely than not, was going to continue to drive up, right? But look, it came, tapped right at that resistance and flipped and took out the lows. And like I said, now we're waiting for it to continue down. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. But at this point, right, we're risk free. So W. At what time was the news? Oh, what time was? Oh yeah, tomorrow news. Yeah, I clicked on it here. Yeah, it's we got news at 10 a.m. tomorrow. The services PMI, and then we have the FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, so that's what we have for news tomorrow. We're gonna drive, or are we gonna pull back up? What are you gonna do, gold? After breaking the lows, we pushed up a little bit. If we come back and re-break the lows, we're right there. If we come back and re-break the lows, we should then get the push. It's right above the wick right here. All right, we re-broke the lows again. That's the second time we re-break the lows. Yeah, gold is trying to push down. So let's see if it's gonna do that, or is it gonna try to reverse and push back up. That's another thing about trading. It requires a lot of patience. Sometimes the market either moves too slow, or you're expecting something to occur and it doesn't do something else. It goes the opposite way, and that's the life of a trader. Raj, can we sell gold? Well, I'm in a sell. I got in at 2329.47. Yeah, we've been holding this sell for a little bit now. So I mean, we waited for the break of the lows. Yeah, we already rebroke the lows for a third time. So I wouldn't recommend you take the sell now, as far as the analysis that I put out, but I would say that gold is definitely looking to come down. So I wouldn't say it's too late to take a sell, to be honest with you. You might not have the same entry. I mean, we're already up. Look at that. We're pushing down now, so we're up. Yeah, we're up about. What are we up? We're up about 15, 16 pips or so. So yeah, we're driving down now, guys. You see that? There we go. Yeah, look at that drive down. Yeah, we should come down and fill this range, if anything. But if we look left, we look at the 30-minute time frame. There's a lot of key elements that we can look for. For example, this level here, where it's rejecting from, is a little bit of a support level there, which correlates with this support level here. So there's areas where you can say, well, it's going to probably reject from here and push up, but like I said, we're break even, so we're good to go, and we're risk free here. But those are all minor levels. I wouldn't worry too much about them. We should easily break down, especially with the bias being bearish on gold. Yeah, gang, we driving. We are driving. There's 25 minutes left on this current candle. This, I mean, it's not crazy to think it can, after making this push down, it'll flip bearish, bullish. But I'm expecting this thing to drive down here. This level here, that minor resistance it formed here that it was rejecting from. Notice how it rejected here. You know, we got this wick right here that rejected. We got these wicks here that rejected. This wick rejected. Look at these two wicks here rejecting off that level. So yeah, you know, gold has rejected from this area many a times in while in this range. So it's very likely this thing will continue to drive down. But anything can happen, right? Guys, if you haven't gone risk-free on this trade, make sure you have your stops risk-free. Eliminate risk. Because if it does flip bullish, with the amount of time left on this candle, more likely then it can probably look to change, shift momentum and push up. But you know, just want to make you guys aware. If you're happy with your profits, you can take your profits right now. You don't have to wait for me to take partials. If you're happy with your profits now, you can close and, you know, secure that profit. Yeah, look how we kind of spiked back up. Will we survive this pullback here? Let me look at the 4 hour right quick. Yeah, the 4 hour is looking good too. The 4 hour has a little over 2 hours. So, it's possible that the 4 hour can reflip bullish later tonight, but I would expect a further drop. But, we might get wicked out here in profit. Ooh, there we go. Will we survive? Oh, all right, guys, I'm out. Got stopped out at break even. No big deal. Gold decided to come up, but we had a nice move down. Like I said, that was a pretty decent move to the downside here, but gold decided to reflip, and that's why we manage our risk. That's why we moved our stops to break even, to protect our capital once we're once we're in the blue, once we're in profit. So it is what it is, gang. But not so much hitting break even, or some of you might have taken some partials or closed full. That's all good and dandy. But it's the lesson learned here. It's knowing when to get in the market, and that was a perfect setup there for us, and we capitalized. We were up down here to we were up 20 pips. So yeah, not bad for a wick entry on a gold sell attempt, and didn't play out for us tonight. We didn't get the runner, but we definitely made some money. So gang, thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow, big day for my platform members. Again, we'll be trading the New York session tomorrow, and we have a 4th of July. We have the Independence Day, so a holiday. So the banks will be closed, and no trading that day for me. So, but we still have tomorrow. And again, thanks for stopping by. On your way out, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace.